Good afternoon to those who are sitting in front of me in the UN headquarters of Geneva. And people are watching across the world. For them, probably good morning, good night, and good evening. I'm illustrating a success story of a very, very economically and socially challenged people of Kerala, the southern tip of India. It is the story of Jamia Markaz. It is an NGO that created a renaissance and revolution in the field of education by promoting thousands of education institutions pan-India and across. The champion of this renaissance and the revolution is none other than Sheikh Abu Bakr bin Ahmad, the Grand Mufti of India, known to the Arab world as Abul Aitam, or father of, in English, it's called father of orphans. So Markaz Knowledge City is built to create advanced education facilities for the orphans and destitute primarily, higher education. How we build this city amidst havoc created by COVID and resultant financial crisis. This is what my presentation is. And for making the city, the first thing we did, intense research we did, digging out the ancient wisdom of sustainability. You can see that the city in 2012 in the small slide, and in 23, the span of roughly around 7 to 8 years, a rural area was completely transformed into an urban city complying with the UN SDG without compromising environmental fragility. This is what the city currently is. The city is divided into 6 zones. Primarily, it's an education hub. Then healthcare facilities, the commerce, agriculture, living area, and cultural zone. Education is the key. You can see that 11 institutes and 10 languages. We are teaching in 10 different languages. And 10 students from the 10 states are coming and attending the class in the Markaz Knowledge City. And we are reaching to 35 countries with various education facilities through our online platform called MEME, which is taking the education, the basic level education to the across the 35 countries, employing almost 2,000 plus tutors, primarily ladies, sitting at the comfort of their house, and they're teaching across the world. And case studies, we digged into the practices developed by the ancient civilization, Indus Valley, Mesopotamian, Babylon. You can see that picture of the Indus Valley civilization, and what we find when we digged into, they had much sophisticated and sustainable system than what we have today. They have the very efficient water management. They harness the earth gravity, no pump, no motors, no electricity, no carbon emission. They have the advanced drainage system, remarkable storage system. The photograph which shows you, it's a water tank built with the natural materials. It stores the water and it allows the air to pass through to do 2 things, to cool the water, plus aeration is required to maintain the quality of the water. And irrigation canal system they had, they took the agriculture into the arid regions and they ensured food security and urban stability. This is the need of the hour. Food security became the challenge of the world. And effective waste disposal system. And they have the passive cooling and lighting system. Now, we use solar as an intermediate process. They use directly. We don't estimate the destruction we make by we're digging out the material used for making the solar panels and the batteries. Heavy destructions is happening at the environment side. They use directly many of the things. If you look into the Alhambra and all, they harness the solar energy directly. And they use maximum local and natural materials. And in the Knowledge City, we adopted as much as possible the wisdom we learned from the ancient civilization. You see the picture you see here. This is our Alif Global School. Idea is to inculcate the culture of sustainability from the classroom itself. This was made, you know, that 45-degree the bricks is made, and it won't allow the rainwater to pass through, but it allowed the light and the air into the, and ventilation, natural lighting and natural ventilation. You see, we use the local and natural material. This is our world-class wellness center. I request everybody to come and enjoy our wellness center, which is, you see the reception itself. We kept the tiles made from the clay available in the city. And we were courageous enough to portray that in front of the reception and telling to the world that we mean the sustainability. This is locally made materials. And then we designed water storage. And maximum, we are using the gravity to maintain the flow. This is our main water storage system, 35 million liters of water, primarily harvesting the rain and from the springs. And the nucleus of the city is what we call it the Jamiul Futuh, other than India's Grand Masjid. And somebody asked me, why it is possible to build such a big mosque in India? We got full support from both the government of India, central government, and from the state of Kerala, government of Kerala. They were very supportive of this project. Then minimized earth cutting, like in the Petra, they did not move the material from the civilization during that time, Ad or Samud civilization, that the Stone Age civilization, they did not move the material from there to other areas. They did not use any transportation. They made their own dwelling place within that mountain itself, the Petra. Similarly, we minimized the earth cutting. Different levels of the building is maintained. From the first floor and the second floor, we can, without removing any piece of the land. Then the best in the lot is we have the sewage treatment plant, toxic free. 75% of the water is recycled and reused without any chemicals. And we fed this into the ponds created for storing this water, where we are growing edible fishes to prove that there is no chemical or toxic chemicals in it. The green space, we were maintaining the green space elaborately. We built the verticals, and then we maximum utilize there's a green area for our food productions, and then trees like bamboo and other things to get the enough oxygen to the city. You will be surprised. We took all the ancient civilization and ancient best practices. We did not create the mud houses, please mind it. We adopted the ancient wisdom, implemented as much as possible, and then we integrated technology into it to make city smart. Renewable energy side, we use solar systems, power systems, and we have wind turbines, innovative. This all we engage in startup to produce these innovative generating stations. We are almost successful in innovative flywheel turbines, which can promise you around 250 kilowatt without any fuel. And it's working fine. Some fine tuning and vibrations, it's controlled, that can be directly used in the city. And I'm very hopeful by 2030, the city, Markaz Knowledge City, will be completely reliant on the renewable energy than the conventional energy, carbon emission technologies. Making city smart. The list you can see, I'm not going to elaborate it. The point that I'm going to stress here is all these products that are used for making the city smart is assembled there. We bring the components and we assemble these things there. Idea behind that is, you know that we have around 1,440 apartments, that many number of fridges, washing machines, air conditioners, who will maintain it? So we created Hoque Technology Institute, sort of a home tech institute. We engaged ladies around the city, trained them to make, we need thousands and thousands of LED bulbs. Every 2 years it has to be replaced. We engaged them, we taught them, we empowered them to make the required devices and appliances we need and maintain it. This is not only achieving the sustainability, but also ensuring that the nearby villages are getting empowered, the livelihood they're getting from this. The key to sustainability we have identified, that is education. So Markaz Knowledge City is primarily for education. And then after studying about the ancient wisdom, integrate the technology. We were not sure are we the right track. We benchmarked our achievements with respect to the best practices. In the water recycling, we exceed the expectations of the world standards. In the energy side, we exceed the expectations of the International Energy Association. And when I came to the Geneva, I first looked at what is the quality of air here. It is 43. In our city, it is 38, better than Geneva. And then we adopted the lead technologies. And as far as the UN urban forestry practice are concerned, we exceed their expectation, green spaces and urban planning. In agriculture, we exceed the guidelines given by FAO. And the International Clean Transport Body tells that EV 60% emission reduction is possible, and we exceed that also. As far as the UN SDG is concerned, we comply with almost 7 UN SDG in all aspects. We hosted the climate summit, UN SDG 13. You see the MD of Markaz Knowledge City in the picture. I would say he is a champion of sustainable practice and development. He insists no incinerator, no cutting of the trees. Water should be used minimally. No light should be on after 10 o'clock. So for achieving the sustainability, we need champion. And our MD is a champion of sustainability. His instruction, we strictly followed. The result is we could build a sustainable green smart city. We are the part of your ICCN network, and we hosted the 9th General Assembly further to prove to the world that, yes, we mean sustainability. In conclusion, sustainability is deeply rooted in the history. By integrating these time-tested methods with modern technology, we are sure we can build cities that are resilient, efficient, and harmonious with nature. A rural area, one of the things which I want to stress here, many emerging economies, people are attending the conference. Many are suffering, struggling for the food security. I'm confident that rural area can be really transformed into urban. We can fill the gap between the rural and urban area, and we can achieve SDG 11, sustainable community city and the communities, and we can contribute to the global sustainable development efforts. Therefore, Markaz Knowledge City, a city created for advanced education for the destitutes and the orphans, promoted by the champion of the Abul Aitam, or the father of orphans, standing as a testament to this philosophy, demonstrating that sustainable urban development is not only feasible, but also essential for our future and the generations to come. Thank you.